also the father of the preacher, and lovely Robin, who reminded me. Actually, I have nothing to say because it's all been used up by the previous people. Nothing on here that hasn't already. Wait a minute. I didn't know about this lawyer thing that they used to play. That's the first I've heard of it, so that's, I penciled that in. It reminds me, in the same vein, of something that happened a little later in high school, I think. Madam Jessica was arrested at some kind of party or something, high school party. The Williams Bay cops came, hardly older than the people they were arresting, and dragged her off to prison in Walworth, Wisconsin. So anyway, somebody called from the jail. Your daughter is here, Mr. Feeney. She's driving us crazy. Get her out of here. I'm not making this stuff up. This actually took place. Then she went to court. Judge Williams, after whom the town of Williams Bay is named. Well, come on. Give me a break. Some of this, he knows what's accurate about everything. Anyway, she went before the judge. This might be a different case, but she went before the judge. And the cop was there that arrested her. And Jessica gave such a thing, she gave such a case, she presented such a case about the cop screwing up and he didn't do it right. The judge actually turned on the cop and said, "Is this true?" And dismissed the case. So, I know this isn't absolutely accurate, but I did want to say something that happened here Wednesday night that some of you may know about and some not, and it's kind of a key to this relationship. Jessica does, and I'm sorry, I apologize in advance. When she freaks out, she really goes. And on Wednesday night, isn't this supposed to be a roast? On Wednesday night, but it's serious. On Wednesday night, actually happened. Wednesday night, we're in the hotel room, and Jessica comes out of the bathroom. Disaster. She left her toiletry kit in San Francisco. And for her, a toiletry, great. And we're all saying, well, you can buy stuff. And no, it's a horrible disaster. But this is serious. Jeff went to get some saline solution. I don't know exactly what happened, but I think he had in mind that he was going to go all the way to San Francisco, and he did. Yeah, he went all the way to San Francisco, came back the next morning. I won't go into some of the grislier details, but that took a toll on him, and that's a real thing, and that's a key. It's a key to the relationship. Somebody before alluded to that this is not the smoothest, blissful kind of thing all the time. And in the time that we've been here helping do this, there have been a lot of disagreements. And, they're both strong-willed people, as we know. And we're going to do it this way. No, that's bullshit, And it always, at least in my presence, has been resolved by something it's not one winning over the other. It's some kind of third thing that's there, seriously. You know, you can call it love, or you can call it respect, you can call it anything you want, but it's there, and in each case, life went on. It wasn't like holding something, you know, like that. Anyway, that's serious, and that's important. I'm not going to go on, and I have like a whole logical thing. Well, okay. So only 3 people in this room have known Jessica from the very beginning, Daniel, Molly, and myself. A lot of you met her much later in life. So the first inkling we had that she was this strong-willed individual was actually prenatal. Molly was pregnant with the future Jessica and went to the hospital right on schedule, 9 months. You know, Molly is a methodical person. And she was in labor. I mean, it wasn't fake or anything. She went to the hospital, and we lived in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And, you know, Nova Scotians, they peek out the window to see what everybody's doing. They peeked out the window and saw us getting in the car to go to the hospital. And we came back 6 hours later, and Molly was still pregnant. Jessica had decided, somehow, not to get born until she was damn good and ready. A month later, under a beautiful full moon at 2:30 in the morning. I don't know if you remember that, but you can see, you know, everything's got to be just right. You're not getting pissed off, are you? Because if she was, I would just run. Well, just one other little thing. When she was a toddler, 2 or 3, 2 years old, I don't know, we had in Halifax, it's a short growing season. Molly had tomatoes growing in the backyard, hoping they'd ripen before the snows came. And so early in the season, there are these little green tomatoes on all the plants, very precious. Jessica would go out there with her little bucket, which somehow or other she kept perfectly clean all the time. A little bucket, and picking little green tomatoes and arranging them in the bucket. Oh. Yeah, these were precious things, and Molly or May would see her doing this and explain, "Oh, Jessica dear, you know, we really want to let these ripen on the thing." And she'd look up, like, and pause with her hand like that, ready to pick a tomato. And as soon as you look away, pluck, pluck, pluck. She couldn't help it. Later, she did the same thing, trying to collect 6 kittens in her arms all at one time with her scratching and plucking neighbors from the, flowers from the neighbors and so forth. But you can see exactly that right here, overhead. This is your design here. And the difference is you had some slave labor to carry it out. There's nothing more tedious than unwinding these pom-poms. Anyway. There's just one other little thing. Why is someone laughing? The girly show with a lot of R's. For some reason, during that time, Jessica was specializing in big, nude self-portraits. Some of them were photographs, some of them were drawings in different media. And she had all these big nude pictures of herself on the wall. And they advertised within the college this, this show, and they put free hors d'oeuvres or something. So all these young guys showed up, pretending to be interested in art and eating up all the hors d'oeuvres. And they're looking at the pictures and looking at Jessica, and looking at the picture and looking at Jessica. I never quite got that era of your. Well, it was fun, and it's all fun. But the thing is, and everyone has said this so far. Jessica's had other relations, and Jeff too. When this, I thought you knew that. Anyway, I'm trying to get more serious. It's not easy. Everybody that's spoken last night and tonight says the same thing. It's right. It clicked. And if it was a DNA thing, they'd say it's a match. And there's no doubt about it. I mean, it's just different from any other of your relations previously, and I presume yours. So it's a match. And, you got more? Well, okay. About a month ago, I got an email. We need that. About a month ago, I got an email of Jessica, what are we going to do for the father-daughter dance? And, nothing like that had ever entered my mind, a father-daughter dance. She said, what song do you want to dance to? And not taking anything seriously, I shot back, how about Joan Jett, I hate myself for loving you. I thought it was a joke, I thought it was funny. And she writes back, okay, if you don't want to dance with me, all right, that's all right, I can live with that. And so, we smoothed that out. But coming up to the present, last night at the karaoke thing, I sidled up to Jessica and said, how about we do one? And she said, yeah, what do you want to do? And I said, how about I hate myself for loving you? We had some artistic differences about that. So we ended up with Let It Be. And I'm not going to go on and on. For the relationship, it's already in progress. It's already happening. Let it be.
And now,